Hello and welcome to the next episode of the 1940s Teacher Tournament. We're in round 3 of the quarterfinals now, with the first semifinal game decided between Mr. Wong's Von Boost taking on Russia's Admiral Nikimov. So this is our first semifinal fight, and now we go into the next side of the bracket. Starting off with this episode, Mr. Hale's French ship, the Leviathan, taking on Dr. G's Japanese ship, the Owohito. Mr. Hale, of course, already had one of his ships fight and lost to the Alvaro de Bazen. This is Dr. G's first fight with any of her ships, and it is the lower seed, so I will be controlling the Japanese ship Owohito, taking on the Leviathan. So let's load into the game. We already have that set up. 1940. 15,000 meters. Let's design, select, get this, let's get these ships rolling, get these ships sailing. So, yep, this is the first episode. So this, right here, is the Owohito. She is 106,308 tons, 27 knots fast. She has 3 triple barrel 18-inch guns, 6 dual barrel 6-inch guns, and 12 dual barrel 5-inch guns with 10 deck torpedo tubes. She will be taking on the French battleship, Mr. Hale's big guns, or big ship here, the Leviathan. She's 109,000 tons, 109,407,000 tons. Blah, wow. 109,407 tons. Jeez, 22 knots fast. She has an armament of 2 triple barrel 16 inchers and 2 dual barrel 16 inchers. So 4 16-inch turrets altogether, but 10 guns in total. She has 2 quadruple barrel 6-inch guns and 6 quad barrel 5-inch guns with 10 deck torpedo tubes. So let's launch. Let's hope the right ships are decided, because I also have on the Japanese in 1940. I also have the Yamato, so the Owohito is chosen, and the Leviathan is chosen. So we did it right. So we're about to get going into this 1940 battle of the French and the Japanese. So here we go. We're going to start in 3, and 2, and 1, and here we go. So it's clear weather here. I'll just quickly target the Leviathan and get the selections quickly so we can easily see. So we do have some fire coming in from the Owohito as our guns struggle to rotate. These guns' rotation speed is 2.3 degrees per second, and we can fire in about a minute, a little more than a minute. So we did fire off our first volley of torpedoes, I guess. The Owohito has increased torpedoes, so we do have 22 left to spare, and we fire the 18-inchers. So it's a Yamato type class. We did get hit, unfortunately. Torpedo penetration, so our torpedo deck got hit and our forebelt got hit. Penetration. So a little bit of damage there. Damage at the bow section as well, I believe. Where is it? Doesn't show any damage on the model, but it should be right here. That looks really good. I do really like the Japanese hulls on this game. The 6-inch guns unable to fire, and the Leviathan's secondary guns also unable to fire. But her rotation, her guns are not rotating. How very interesting. How very interesting indeed. So, getting into this semifinal fight. This is Dr. G's first battle in the tournament. So let's see how the Owohito does for her. Alright. We get firing on the 6-inch. There we go. The 6-inchers and the 5-inchers are now firing. As she's about, how far is she? 13.6 kilometers out. They are now able to fire with an 82% accuracy, it seems like. And we have damage. Hit the torpedo. Torpedo penetration. Or did we hit? no, that's just a penetration. I was gonna say, did we get a torpedo hit? No, we did not. Secondary and main gun, partial pens, and main tower, partial pens. She has detected our torpedoes? Have the torpedo... Whoa! Okay, so the torpedoes are reaching her. Do they hit, though? I don't think it's gonna hit. We lost one of them due to the open space. This one might... It might just hit the stern. Nope. Nope, misses. So we missed on the first volley of torpedoes, but fine by us. We also detect torpedoes, but they're going to miss. A singular torpedo. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so there you're doing a wide fire. Alright. So we got about 98% structural integrity with 100% buoyancy. They are at about 100 and 100, but they have gotten hit. So, but they're not angled because they were turning away. So we should make do with the fact that they're not targeting, or that Leviathan is not targeting, or at least the turrets are not rotating, and we should make advantage of it, but it doesn't look like anything is hitting, or at least it's getting blocked. What are we firing? AP? HE. We're firing HE. Let's fire excuse me. HP. AP on the next volley. We'll set the secondaries to AP as well, just, you know. So now the 5 inchers are going to start firing. The AP, and now the 6 inchers are going to start firing, and there we go. We got some penetration on it. Torpedo penetration. So we hit the torpedo tube for little damage, however. So there's the 18 inchers. Hopefully that penetration damage stacks up with the 18-inch AP shells, but we will see. And yeah, no, we got some aft belt and main belt partial pens, but it's 96% structural integrity with against 98, and the guns are still not turned. What's going on over here? Are they rotating, or I don't understand why the guns aren't rotating. They're not rotating. We damaged the torpedo. We'll stay on her for a little bit. Damage to a torpedo again. We're hitting the ship, but it's bouncing off here. So why aren't they turning? Target acquired. They're just not rotating. Or maybe they are super slowly. Yep, they're rotating now. I can see that one rotating. So their A turret is rotating. It's aimed. And the guns are not firing. Now it fires. Whoa, big. Oh no, that was the 18 inches, but they are firing. So a volley of fire, 85% structural integrity on the Leviathan. The Owohito is about to get a hailstorm of fire as well. Damage to the funnel and the main gun and the forebelt. 97 structural, 85 structural. So I don't know why the guns are taking so long to rotate and fire, but they were. Guess they needed to get hit and woken up. So we are on fire currently. So that is happening. Blocking. What are we blocking? We're probably blocking the HE. Do we switch over to HE ourselves? Let's switch on the secondaries. Ow. More fires on the forebelt. So our bow is on fire. More damage to the main gun. 93% structural, 95% structural. So we're about to get some more of our AP rounds into the Leviathan, and we have fired our torpedoes, and minimal damage. I do know the Leviathan is armored to the teeth. She does have a maximum of 20 inches of armor. If you just look at her stats real quick, yeah, 20-inch main, fore, aft, belt, and main deck, fore, and aft deck. She has the maximum amount of armor. So, punching through this is gonna suck. We're at 10.3, so I think if we get closer, I think our best bet honestly is to let's switch to HE for this next volley and just see what gets blocked and see if it doesn't. I mean, they're firing their guns and it's getting through. We're of course varied in our armor scheme. Leviathan is just maximum amount of that. 89% structural, 80% structural for Leviathan. And it looks like it's all getting blocked. So let's go back to the H. What would the auto do? Auto would do AP. Auto would do AP for the 6-incher. So let's just go with the auto. Destroyed a torpedo. Good. I just want a torpedo to, get hit. If we have a torpedo detonation, that'd be great. Alright. Owohito's still on fire. She's not getting hit that much. I mean, it's about 200 damage per 8. Like, it's in the hundreds, the damage currently on the Owohito, which will stack up, but it's right now it's at stabilizing at 87% structural. Leviathan is stabilizing at 80% structural integrity, both at 100% buoyancy, so no floodings currently, but I do not expect there to be floodings because of how armored these ships are. We're going to switch to AP just to make sure that we are firing AP. As you can see, the shells going down on the Leviathan right now, all blocked hits currently. There we go. Main and aft belt, partial pan, main gun, and secondary tower, partial pan. 75% structural. So there we go. Now we're getting the hits. So it is the AP is the goal. And my computer dies down a little bit in the brightness, which means the battery is about to go up. So we're going to plug it in. You might hear the fan, but at least it brightens up the game a little bit. So she is on fire. The Leviathan. We are currently not on fire. Well, we're on fire internally, but no fires externally that we can see. At least I don't think. Yeah, if you can hear that fan, I apologize, but, I'd rather not have my laptop die on us and lose this fight. So, let's see. Just waiting for the main guns to fire. Waiting on the main guns to fire. So we do get fire now in the bow. We just need the main armament of the Owohito to fire. Those 18-inch guns will and do damage as we fire the 18-inchers, firing armor-piercing rounds. We are currently at 83% structural, and they are at the 75% structural mark. So we got a quarter of their structural integrity down. Boom, massive damage. Main gun and torpedo destroyed. There we go. That's out. That's it. So the torpedoes are now out of ammo, and we've gotten down to 70%. Structural, we are down to 83. We still have 17% torpedoes. Flash fire! Flash fire on the Leviathan. Which gun was it? Which gun was it? It was the top turret. It was top turret. Rear top turret. X. It was the X turret. Massive, massive damage. That is going to knock that ammo way out. for the main armament for the dual barrels. So we might knock out we might knock out 4 of the 10 16-inch guns, which will do a lot for the Owohito. She is running away, so let's start turning ourselves that way as well, just to make sure that we stay kind of with her. We have not gotten a torpedo hit, but we do have an ammo detonation. For, I believe that is from the flash fire. Yep, potentially huge damage if we wait for the 18-inchers to roar back to life here for the Owohito. 64% structural damage currently on the Leviathan, but the 18-inch shells are yet to land. And they're going to land and get blocked. Surprisingly, blocked or ricocheted. So the AP is not working anymore. 7.4% chance of penetration. She's about 9.6 kilometers out. So let's start turning in towards her a little bit more. Just start to close the gap. If we close that gap, those 18-inchers will not be arc firing anymore, but it'll be more head-on, and closer you are, the more damage the shells should deal, even against heavy armor. So, let's at least try to do that here. To get hits on the rear. We're now down to 78% structural integrity compared to their 64. So we are on fire now. So trying to do something, I guess. What does the auto recommend? Auto recommends AP. And the auto recommends AP. So we're still doing armor piercing. The 18-inch gun's about to be done reloading. And they're about to fire and go off right now as they roar back to life. Now! It's so laggy, but you know, it's really laggy actually. Does it smoothen up with the fan running down? Yeah. It'll smoothen up then, but the fan will go off, so. I don't want it to be laggy, but my laptop is low on its battery. To get hit in main and for about 75%. So a quarter of our structural integrity is down. They are down to 64 still. So we need to be able to do something here. We're dropping our fuel a little bit. 79% fuel. Leviathan has 69% fuel. We launch our torpedoes. So we launch another volley. Start turning away from Leviathan. Maybe that will help. If we do the arc firing, depending on how weak that deck armor is now, we might be able to get somewhat of a hit. So it's firing HE now, so let's fire AP and AP. How many AP rounds do we have left? 475. So we have the ammo to do it. Leviathan's also firing HE. And it is hitting because our armor is a lot less than Leviathan's, I do have to admit. So we just wait to see what damage is dealt from our main armament. Nothing. Nothing is getting dealt damage-wise, but we do have torpedoes on the way. There's the torpedoes on the way. So she can turn. We are getting some slight hits now on her. Yeah, looks like all of those torpedoes are gonna miss. Which is a shame. I would like to land a torpedo, but yeah, can't win them all. We did destroy a torpedo on the Leviathan. I mean, There's no ammo left, but we did destroy a launcher on the Leviathan. Yep, she's turning back this way, so she's going to thread the needle there. But that gun's operable. No, it is. It's medium operable. So we did knock out 2 of the guns, so we only have to deal with 8 compared to our 9. Which is good, but still, I'd like it to be more. We're not hitting Leviathan as heavily as we used to, which I don't like. Like at all. See, they're firing HE, but if we fire HE, it's all bounced off. So let's switch fire to HE just to see what happens. And if something good happens, we'll keep it, and if not, we'll just turn it on the auto, and you know, the game will decide for us. We only have 36 HE shells for the main guns, though. So their main armament comes in, hits 400 damage, 69% structural integrity. So we gotta do something. Because the Owohito is just getting... the structural integrity is failing on us. So we gotta do something here. I'm gonna turn torpedoes onto aggressive. We're about to fire the main guns here. Just turn them onto aggressive temporarily. Bam, bam, bam. So we fire those guns. Let's see if we at least get something of a hit. Please. Leviathan is 8.7 kilometers out. We do have a hit. We do get hits. And damage. 10,000 total damage on Leviathan, which brings her down to 45% structural integrity. So she's below the 50% mark. She's below halfway, which is exactly what we need now. So let's just stay on this course. I think HE was the way to go all along, so we'll keep it on there. Secondary is not doing much to penetrate, and their secondary is also not doing much to penetrate. It's all the main guns going right now. All right, game's gonna get laggy now because my laptop is deciding to die on me, but it is what it is. And ooh, you do get hit in the main tower, but if we can knock out that last 45% structural integrity, we should be okay, and the Owohito will move on. The 16 inchers on Leviathan are able to reload a lot quicker than the 18 inchers of the Owohito. If HE is the way to go, we need to knock out that 45% real quick because we only have 21. We only have about 3 more volleys total with these HE shells, but we do get it down to 33%. We might just do it in the 3 volleys that we have left. 67% structural integrity compared to 33 structural integrity. So we might just be able to use that that 3 volleys left of the main guns. So we'll see here what we're able to do. We're just waiting for the guns to reload. We did get a 5-inch hit, and we destroyed another torpedo tube, which brings it down to 32. So the secondaries can hit something, damage something. It's a good day, but you know, when they can't, they can't, and it's understandable. As long as they're getting blocked and not doing any damage to us, I'm okay with it. So there's the main armament of the Leviathan, I think, coming in. And 2 hits, that's it. For 500 damage. As our 18 inchers about to reload. Fire once more. It's like, fire now. It's laggy. There we go. The damage sent towards them. 32% structural integrity right now. for the Leviathan, and we do get some solid hits. 15% structural integrity. Now, the Leviathan is getting shot out from under her. We have about 3 more. I don't actually know how many more. We have 15 rounds of the HE left. Oh, but we do get hit in the main belt and the main tower. So we're down to 65% structural. Destroyed another torpedo on Leviathan, which brings her down to 14. So, any hits on the secondaries, or for the secondaries, will be greatly appreciated as we're running out of the HE ammo, and that's what's helping, and that's what's working. Currently, the HE ammo on the secondaries is not working. We destroy another torpedo, that'll bring it still down to 14. Let's switch the secondaries down to armor-piercing rounds. Let's see if that helps a little bit, as the 18 inchers are now fired off in quick succession. 8.1 kilometers is the distance. The 18 inches go off now, and it is a hit. Continuous hit. 4% structural damage. We fire off torpedoes. Let's see if we can actually get her with a torpedo. We have one more volley left of the 18 inchers. With 4% structural integrity left on Leviathan. Leviathan is limping along at this point. Let's highlight Leviathan now. She's at 3% structural after we hit a torpedo. She's burning out from under her. The torpedoes should be about here. Let's just watch. Turn off all the extra gunk. Let's just watch. See what happens with the Leviathan. See if we can see the torpedoes now. I don't know if she'll be able to maneuver or not. She's going real slow, but she might not be able to avoid that. So it's either going to be a torpedo or it's going to be the 9-inch volley from Owohito. Or the 16-inch volley from Owohito. Looks like that was just blocked. There's the 18 inchers. So we're going to see Leviathan. It's going to be close, but I think the 16 inchers are going to get her. Massive hits. Massive hits. Leviathan slows, and the torpedo just goes past the bow of Leviathan. But Leviathan looks like she is dead in the water, and we do indeed sink the Leviathan. So the Owohito lives on and continues in the tournament. The Leviathan dealt 32,000 damage to the Owohito 64,000 damage. No ships received any floodings, so it's 0 across the board. The Owohito received 10 more fires than the Leviathan at 29 and 39. The Owohito had 71% crew remaining. The Leviathan's main guns were a bit more accurate, 81% compared to 75. Secondary guns were less accurate on the Leviathan, 86 to 80. Torpedoes, no hits on the torpedoes. They did exhaust their torpedo ammo pretty early, and we almost had a hit on the very end of that one, but slowed down just enough. Yeah. The status of the main guns and the ammo and stuff like this doesn't matter. That's only low because we had an ammo detonation, or a flash fire, on that. So, if we look at the damage received, ammo detonation. So that's the Owohito. All done. And the Leviathan is eliminated. And with that, Mr. Hale is the second teacher to join in the eliminated club. Mr. McEwen and Mr. Hale are the two teachers that are eliminated from the tournament. I have one more ship left in this tournament. Dr. G has both ships left in this tournament, and Mr. Wong has both ships left in the tournament. However, by the end of tomorrow, Dr. G or Mr. Wong will have one less, as the Avro de Bazin will fight the Della Francesca. But for the moment, the Owohito will move on to face the winner of Spain versus Italy, and the third ship in the semifinals is decided. So, thank you for joining us on this video. We'll see you back for Spain versus Italy. Until then, see you next time.